Today I'm ranking 8 of the best throwing creatures in Creatures of Scenaria. Some of these throws were absolutely unbelievable. I spent hours sprinting across Scenaria with friends, hunting down random players just to see what species can yeet someone the farthest. Some creatures shocked me, some disappointed me. Before we start the ranking, there's one creature that deserves a very special mention. Takamura should have been insane. It's massive, it's powerful, it's one of the heaviest tier 5s in the entire game, and yet, it flings absolutely no one. I tried. I charged. I lined up the perfect angles, and every time the target simply walked away before I even got close, save for this Calonterus. Takamura is incredible, just not at getting anywhere close to throw for most creatures. So with that out of the way, let's jump into the actual ranking. Number 8, Hastagon, the slowest elephant known to man. With buffs, it weighs over 32,000 pounds. If something does get in front of it, that creature is going to the Shadow Realm. Unfortunately, rarely anything gets in front of it. Hastagon is unbelievably slow. Turn radius? Awful. Maneuverability? Non-existent. Chasing something down? Only if your target is AFK. I charged so many times, but the moment I began moving, my opponent was already halfway across the biome. Most players just ran away while I struggled to keep up. Hastagon felt like a walking simulator. It hits hard, throws far, but landing a throw with it is practically a miracle. Number 7. Tornir, the lightweight that wants to be good. Tornir is confusing. It's a tier 4 creature, but it weighs only 5,000 pounds, which feels bizarrely light for something its size. You look at it and think, oh yeah, this is gonna launch people. And then you actually get around to trying it. Tornir has solid stamina, decent speed, and a smooth turn that makes it comfortable in open terrain. Stat-wise, it sounds like a reliable mid-tier thrower. But the issue is simple. Disease does nothing for flinging. Like corrosion, which helps shred weight off of opponents so you can throw them farther. Their status effects don't help it at all. It ends up being this weird in-between creature. Enough to chase, but not heavy enough to send targets flying. When using Tornir, in most cases you get at most a hop and a throw. Tries, but the results just aren't there. Fun? Yes. Consistent? Sadly, no. Tornir sits at a comfortable number 7, leaving me wishing it weighed about 5,000 more pounds. Number 6. Dragonixoria, the light herbivore with a surprising bite. Dragonixoria is a deceptively fun thrower. It's a medium-sized herbivore, pretty quick on its feet, and despite its robust form, it is way lighter than it looks. At only 4,000 pounds, it's somehow lighter than Fugu, a literal duck. But it makes up for this in a few ways. It accelerates fast, it turns well, it maintains speed and has a good stamina pool. All of that combines into a creature that can catch smaller targets with ease and line up clean charges. Dragonixoria is one of those creatures that feels smooth to control. You dash in, make contact, and smaller players go flying like they were hit by a runaway shopping cart. The downside? Try flinging anything mid-sized or tanky, it just doesn't have the mass to get the job done. The creature simply bounces off them like a rubber ball. Dragonixoria is good, solid, reliable, great for messing with smaller creatures, but it lacks the oomph to rise any higher than number 6. Number 5. Fugu, the 4,000-pound ceramic duck. Fugu is one of those creatures that looks cute, right up until it hits you at Mach 3 and sends you flying right into the ocean. For Tier 2 terrestrial, Fugu is ridiculously fast and shockingly heavy, easily hitting 4,000 pounds or more with the right setup. You can get it up to 6,000 pounds with Fortify and Hardened and with Weight Trait. That combination alone puts it above half the creatures in the game when it comes to raw flinging potential. truly makes Fugu shine is its control. You can pivot, dodge, and line up charges with ease. Fugu isn't just fast, it's consistent. You can weave through the terrain, spot a target, adjust your angle, and then tag him with a clean, satisfying hit. This thing turns you into a bowling ball, and the rest of Scenaria becomes your pins. Its only real downfall is the obvious one. It's still a small creature. Anything big or tanky won't budge much, and Fugu will simply bounce off like it hit a parked car. But for flinging small to medium creatures, Fugu is an absolute joy and easily earns the number 5 spot. Number 4, Diamargula, corrosion-powered destroyer. Diamargula is fast, aggressive. It shreds anything apart with no problem. Most importantly, it has corrosion. Single status effect is what elevates Diamargula above Dragon Exoria and Fugu. Corrosion slowly melts a target's health and weight, which effectively makes them much weaker. And in flinging terms, that means the longer you fight someone, the farther you'll eventually yeet them. Diamargula turns throwing into a strategic game. Chew on a target, apply corrosion, retreat, get some stamina, watch its health drain, and then BAM! That medium-sized creature that used to shrug off your hits now flies twice the distance. It's fast enough to keep up pace with larger creatures, and its mobility allows for it to reposition repeatedly. So what held it back from breaking into the top 3? It's fragile. If something catches you wrong or hits you mid-charge, you go down fast. It's a glass cannon, fantastic when played well, a disaster when caught slipping. But when everything lines up, Diamargula produces some of the most satisfying throws in the entire game. That's why it lands solidly at number 4. Number 3, Guardian Dragon, the Aerial Menace. Guardian Dragon is one of the most versatile throwing creatures in this entire list. It's the only one that can consistently flings both on the ground and keep up the pace in the air. At 5,500 pounds, it's surprisingly heavy for a flyer, which gives it a ton of momentum on impact. Real advantage? Positioning. Guardian Dragon can take you to the skies, pick its angle, dive below a target, and slam into them with perfect accuracy. No terrain slowing you down, no obstacles getting in the way, just pure aerial freedom. Because of its speed and endurance, you can harass a target until you land the perfect hit. On the ground, it performs surprisingly well too. Quick, responsive, and heavy enough to knock lighter creatures off their feet. Its weaknesses, though? It's fragile under focused fire, it needs space to dive and maneuver, and it's not as heavy as the top 2 tanks. Guardian Dragon earns number 3 for being the only creature on the list that lets you take the art of flinging to the skies. Number 2, Grimace, the stone tank that sends Cenarian flying. If Guardian Dragon is the agile flinger, Grimace is the catapult made of meat and muscle. Weighing a colossal 22,500 pounds, Grimace is one of the few creatures that can confidently say, "I can fling anything my size and many times bigger." Its sheer mass gives it a strong impact. Even grazing hits can knock creatures back in ways that feel almost illegal. Playing Grimace feels like driving a heavy armored truck. It's slow to start, it's hard to turn, but once you're moving, anything in your way is going on a trip. Unlike Pastagon, Grimace's speed isn't nearly as crippling. You can actually chase things down, get into position, and consistently connect hits. It also has that perfect mix of weight and maneuverability that lets you bully mid-sized creatures like toys. It also gets a high ranking due to its Cloud Breath, allowing for it to heal consistently just in case any upset creatures decide to go after you. All know just how toxic the community can be. Its only limitations are that it has a long charging time, it's vulnerable to swarms or fast hitters, and it takes commitment to line up good charges. When you land a perfect Grimace throw, though, it is one of the most satisfying moments in Creatures of Scenaria. Frankly, a well-played Grimace works as an orbital launcher. Just have a look at my past stream. Number 1. Musulmossel, the flinging king since day one. Musulmossel isn't just the original throwing creature in CoS. It is still, after a year, the best. At around 8,000 pounds with buffs, it has the perfect combination of speed, weight, maneuverability, control, and consistency. Musulmossel can chase, it can reposition, it can weave through obstacles, circle a target, and line up precise charges. It has enough mass to fling medium creatures, enough speed to hunt down lighter tier 5s. But the real magic is its flow. Everything about Musul feels smooth. Dash in, angle your body, and slam into your target with a clean, powerful hit that feels perfectly tuned. The reason it became infamous the moment throw charge was added to the game, and why it stayed iconic. Every other creature on this list is one or two things well. Musulmossel does everything well. It isn't the heaviest, it isn't the fastest, it doesn't have corrosion or flight or insane bulk. Complete throwing package, nothing else comes close. And that's why Musulmossel takes the number 1 spot as the undisputed king of yeeting. Now it's your turn. If you've got a creature you think can outfling anything on this list, prove it. Hop into Scenario, grab your fastest build, and try it. Comment down below or join my Discord server if you get something ridiculous. I want to see the chaos. And hey, if you enjoyed this ranking that touched the failures and the W's, hit the like button. It helps push these videos out and lets me know you want more absolute nonsense like this. Subscribe if you haven't already, because the Christmas creatures are coming and I'm absolutely flinging every single one the moment I see people running around as them. Thanks for watching, stay chaotic, and I'll see you in the next hunt.